For most of us, having a job is a necessity, especially when there are loved ones who count on us to pay the bills and feed the family. On the other hand, not having a job may put our families in financial jeopardy. But if you're a tribally enrolled Native American who has a disability that prevents you from working, you may need help finding a job, maintaining employment, or getting back to work after an accident or illness. That's where we come in. We're the Confederated Colville Tribe's Vocational Rehabilitation Department, but many of the people we serve know us as Voc Rehab for short. We invite you now to listen to this message as we explain what we do and how we do it. Who knows? We may be able to help you. Day in and day out, the simple mission of the Colville Voc Rehab program is to help disabled American Indians obtain, maintain, or regain employment. And that word disabilities includes a broad range of limitations that may prevent you from working. We'll define the kinds of disabilities we're talking about in just a few minutes. The important thing to remember is that help is available from our office for enrolled members of any tribe and almost any age. And to find out if you qualify for this help, all you need to do is apply. But the first question to ask yourself is this: is vocational rehabilitation right for you? The answer is yes, if you want or need to work, if you have a disability that is or can be medically documented and is preventing you from working, if you require certain services before you can be employed, and if you are willing to take responsibility for your own progress towards employment. If these qualities describe you, then you may be ready to begin the Voc Rehab process. Before we begin describing the steps in the Voc Rehab process, there's a special point we need to make. If you are an out-of-work military veteran, then we at the Voc Rehab office especially want to address your employment needs. Veterans are valued members of our community and deserve special care and attention. We thank you for your service. Now, on to the 6 basic steps for the Voc Rehab process. Once these steps are completed, you'll be well on your way to employability. Step 1 is the application, the beginning. To get the ball rolling, call or stop by our office to schedule an application appointment with one of our counselors or attend one of our regular orientations. Our office is now located on the 2nd floor of the new tribal headquarters building. When you come to our office for that appointment, our counselors will help you complete the application. At this time, we will gather information from you, such as medical history, education, and training, along with your abilities, interests, and needs. When you're finished, you'll be asked to sign the application form and give us permission to gather other information from health and other agencies. One thing you should remember is that all personal information is kept strictly confidential. Nothing will be shared with anyone outside our office without your permission. In step 2, we make sure that you're eligible for our services by following up on all the information we've gathered. As we mentioned, you must be an enrolled member of a federally recognized tribe and live on the Colville Reservation or within 15 miles from its borders. You must have a documented disability, that is, some physical or psychological condition that a doctor or a therapist can verify. But just having a disability doesn't necessarily mean that you are eligible for Voc Rehab services. The disability must make it very difficult to get a job or keep a job. During Step 3, you and your Voc Rehab counselor will develop a personal set of job goals and explore ways to reach those goals. Part of this step will call for you to realistically examine the local job market to find out what kind of jobs are actually available. These tasks lead directly to Step 4, creating a unique plan that fits your experience, abilities, needs, and goals, called an Individual Plan for Employment, or an IPE. Your IPE will be different than anyone else's because it will match your unique individuality. This plan becomes an agreement between you and your Voc Rehab agency because it spells out what your responsibilities are and details what our office pledges to do for you. So this plan becomes a roadmap that guides both parties during the rehabilitation process and leads to the final destination, your employment. At this point, you have reached step 5, which finally allows us to begin providing you with the services you need. Just so we're clear, these services don't just come from our office. They may be provided by one or more different partnering agencies, each with its own specialty. The range of possible services is wide and varies with each individual's plan. For example, you may need guidance or counseling provided by our Voc Rehab counselor, psychologists, or therapists. Or you may require job entry services, such as help with job searches, filling out applications, or interview techniques. If you're currently a student and will soon be ready to enter the workforce for the first time, we may also be able to help you develop what's called transition skills. These services can help you understand how to be a good employee, the kind of person that employers want to find and keep on their payrolls. Then there are job training services like technical school or on-the-job training or even college classes. But wait, there's more. Services we provide might include transportation to and from a job, the purchase or rental of required tools, and the acquisition of specific clothing for a job if necessary. The list goes on and can include many kinds of physical or mental restoration. You'll never know whether or not we can help unless you ask or apply. We are here to serve you, so we want to know what you want to do. We have a lot of different ways to help make that happen. Finally, we reach step 6, the thing we've been striving for all along, employment. When you're ready to enter the job market, we'll assist you with job entry services. And when you find a job, we'll follow your progress for 90 days to make sure the job is working out for you. If all is well, then we'll close your case. But we're still available for short-term help that can keep you employed, if needed. Delivering culturally appropriate Voc Rehab services to tribal members of age 16 and older who live on or near the Caldwell Reservation is the core of what we do. Many people who go through our 6-step process find that they are more confident in themselves and their abilities, and they feel good about being able to contribute to the needs of their family and community. Thanks for your attention to this program. If you have any questions about who we are and what we do, please contact our office by phone or email.